Hi, and welcome to Two Creations, the Asian American podcast where the Joy Luck Club meets drunk history. I'm your host, Cindy Yip.
And I'm Nancy Lee.
Hi,
Wow.
Nancy.
Hi, Sin. It's so nice to see you.
I know we don't get to see each other that often.
We honestly, guys, we do not see each other that often, and when we do, we kinda wanna hold back so we can expose ourselves to you guys
We
more
don't want to
often.
blow our load, as they
Yeah,
call
exactly, blow our load. Anywho, so Cindy, what are we gonna do this episode?
Well, we wanted to talk about a subject called interracial dating.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's kind of a not a controversial topic, but kind of edgy. We have ourselves dabbled in interracial dating.
Dabbled, I swam in it.
Probably,
I
probably
swam in
more,
it.
probably more swam in it than dating our own race.
Mhm.
Let's
Have you
be
ever
honest.
dated an Asian guy?
I have. Have you?
Was he Chinese?
No, he was Filipino.
Filipino? Well, Filipinos, like, don't count
What do you mean they don't count?
because 'cause they're naturally a mixed race. They are, like, Asian descent plus
Yeah, but it
Spanish.
still counts as in
No, no, it is, but I'm just saying for, like, Asian, like, they're naturally the best looking Asians, I'll be real honest.
they
Filipinos.
do look great.
And they dance.
They dance. Here's another stereotype about them. My
Mhm.
partner, worked with a Filipino woman, and she said, "You know how Filipinos are just loud and they scream all the time?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "What? What are you talking about?" She's like, "Yeah, can't verify, but she says that her family and all Filipinos are yelling and screaming at all times." Is this true?
Mm.
They don't.
I I mean, I don't know, I think, like, people that have a feel a lot often scream, and I will raise my hand.
Okay, apparently my mom feels a lot then.
Yeah, so does my mom. When we talk about, like, interracial dating, it's kind of interesting because living, I think, where we live,
Mhm.
you're in
San Francisco
California.
Bay Area.
Yep, Northern Cal, and, I'm New York Metro, and Asian and white dating, like, profiles are so common, it doesn't really, surprise me at all, like,
No.
right?
Yeah. However, it is most common amongst Asian women and white men, and not the other way around, which is something we
Exactly.
wanna discuss with our partners.
Yes, yes, and so, I find it interesting because, when I'd walk around with Chris, it's like a game. It's like, if we see an Asian white mix, it's gonna be an Asian woman and a white guy. Like, that's just what you're going to see, and when we find that unicorn sometimes, that Asian guy found himself a white woman, it's like, that's the thing that kind of, like, hits me over the head when I'm walking, like, "Chris, look, he broke through."
Yeah. Which I have friends who have that mix.
Yeah.
I should
Now,
probably interview them.
do I do I even know Asian guy? Yes, I do.
You do, because we interviewed my friend Eric Chow, who is married to a
Yes.
white lady.
Yes, Eric the chef,
Mhm.
pastry chef, correct?
Mhm.
No,
They
he
had a baby.
had a baby. Wow. We are getting old.
Life is just
Oh.
moving fast around us.
I know. But, so, like, with our dating, how like going back to dating Asian guys or white guys, I've dated one who is Korean, and I thought my dad would be thrilled.
Right.
Finally, I am dating an Asian person. And then that's when I realized it doesn't equal Asian is like equals Chinese. It needed to be Chinese because
Oh, yeah.
Chinese people, right? Like they have the Japanese. I mean, the Japanese just tried to conquer Asia all yeah,
That's a non-starter in my family
right?
because, mm, your mom's from Nanjing,
Yes.
right? They don't
No,
play with Japanese.
no.
They're
And
like,
then
"Cool,
yeah,
we'll buy your cars," but you know what? That's where we draw the line.
mhm, exactly. And then there's Korean.
That's a
And
whole other thing.
mhm. Like so like and then Filipino, I'm sure there's another or Malaysian or like whatever. And so that is the first time that I'm like, "You know what? Screw this. I am not doing this to appease my parents or, like, think I'll get, like, brownie points." Like, I definitely liked the guy, don't get me wrong. I didn't date him just because he was Asian. But it was like, "Oh, we kinda jive, and you're Asian." Like, that was, like, massive bonus points. And then I'm like, "Oh, it doesn't help in my house? Negative points." You know?
You might as well, I mean, is this right? It's almost better to date a white person than to
Yes.
date the wrong kind of Asian
Correct.
in the household, not us
Correct.
personally.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And it just goes to show with your parents, it's never good enough.
that yeah,
Never.
basically. You're never gonna get it right. It's always not good enough. Exactly.
Was it
Um,
you or someone else that the last name was also Lee?
oh, when I dated another guy? You mean from
Yeah.
our yellow fever episode?
Maybe.
It's when I dated a guy in LA,
Uh-huh.
and he dated and my name is Nancy Lee, as we all know.
Mhm.
And then I met his friends, and his friends were like, "Oh, it's so nice to see you again." Well, I never met you people in my life. "No, no, no, we've met before." No. My
No.
name's Nancy Lee, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, maybe you met a different Nancy Lee," and
It
that's when I
can't
found
be.
out. He dated a Nancy Lee before. I
It
don't think it
can't
was, like,
be.
the right after me, like, right before me, but it was in his, like, catalog of dating women. And again, if you wanna learn more about this, you can check out Yellow Fever.
Yellow fever episode, I believe
Mhm.
7, I wanna say.
Wow, you have a good memory.
I don't know, I just remembered. What could be remembering it wrong?
Well, you, like, had, like, convict like, you were very like, "Yes, this is
I
it."
was very confident when I
That's the word
let that
confident,
out.
you know? Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I'm really excited to, like, I've only met Adam a handful of times since we haven't been, between COVID and everything.
Yeah, and
I
I've
remember
never
meeting you
met
guys at a
your
cocktail
husband.
bar. You've met my husband.
No.
No?
Mm-mm. We've talked on the phone.
Oh. Well, I mean, he has to get the cine yep,
I
approval.
think it's a little too late, 2 kids in and
Oh,
marriage.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it is,
That's
but
a little too late. So what are we gonna talk to them about? We're gonna talk about whether they've dated Asian women before
yes,
us
yes,
and what that was like, if
if
they
they
dated
did or did
other
not.
races other than Asian, if they were
Mhm.
just always open to it. I wanna know, did they have any Asian celebrity crushes ever?
Oh, wow.
Just curious.
I
And
could think
what
one.
stereotypes they thought about before and during and after dating us.
There's no after. There's no after.
There's no after. You can't.
It's before and during. Locked it down.
You can't get away from this.
Yeah, it's like, now you are in our our little world. No,
Yeah.
but, I think the things that I'm really curious besides, like, to tack on to what you said is
Mhm.
really about their inter interaction, integration into this culture that
Yeah.
is so new to them. Like,
Yeah.
we are kind of like this hybrid, right? Like, all these biracial like, people that are, like, American born, whatever, it's like a hybrid, right?
Mhm.
But then you take a generation step back.
Just peel the onion like a little bit and it's
Yes. It's
it's a
it's
whole world under
interesting.
there.
Yes. And, I think especially the fact that I Chris and I do have kids and, like, this is, like, we ain't going nowhere. Um, I think my parents are just as open as they can be to a non-Chinese person.
Mhm.
And it's just really funny. My mom will be on FaceTime with me and she hears Chris and she's like, "Oh, Chris here? Okay, bye-bye. Hi, Chris, bye-bye." And he's like, "Why does she just hang up when I come in the room?" I'm like, "'Cause she doesn't want you to hear her crazy."
That's funny. My mom has no such qualms, like
She's like, "I will share my
she's
crazy,
like, doesn't
all
care.
my crazy."
Uh,
But, just
yeah, it's a culture shock. It can be because I'm traditionally have dated men that didn't have a large, close-knit family around them, which we do, and going to events and stuff with them. It's a whole deal
whole
to
lot.
talk about. Yeah.
And not like our family's that easy to deal with. There's so
No.
many there's, like, this massive language going on around you, and
I wanna draw a family tree so they can understand who goes with who and what drama is happening between what people.
oh, well, that will have to be digital because you will have to update it, like,
Updated
it's like
day.
a Google slide, it has to be live time because there's so much change that occurs, hour to hour, minute to minute.
Oh, in
Uh,
my family, it's, 10 to 15-year grudges.
oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Life's too short, right?
Right? You're old.
Yes, we are
You've
old.
been old since I was born.
Exactly. I know. Um, and I think the other thing that's really interesting is the upside of dating us or being with us. There is a lot of upside, and
There's
I
a
wanna
lot of
hear it
upside.
from them. Mhm.
Yes.
Not just our loving personality and stuff, but our Asian qualms. Like, there are definitely things that I see in me that as much as I've tried to work on it through therapy, just, comes out. My organization skills. Like, I have a if you can imagine how many whiteboards I had put into our house and shared calendar invites and everything to make sure we are clear on what the deliverables are and what needs to be done, so I don't have to repeat myself. But I just think there's a lot of great things. Chinese New Year, who gets envelopes that are full of money?
Right?
I mean,
Who doesn't love that?
I know. I didn't actually have a wedding,
Oh,
so
yeah, that's
that's kind
true.
of I said, I still wanna have the wedding so I can get the whole
I
box.
want the wedding so I can go to it.
Yeah, well, I think it'll come in time when my kids are like, I don't have to wipe shit off a kid's ass, meaning my son. I'm so sick of diapers and, like,
Mm.
ugh,
You're
whole other
really
topic.
selling the whole motherhood thing.
I mean, you don't understand. At work, I talk to a lot of people that are much younger than me, and they're like, how's your kids? La, la, la." They're great, but when I share the truth, the rawness of how I typically do in my Nancy Lee fashion, I then follow up with, "I'm the best birth control ever." Because after talking to me, you really, really have to wanna be a mom.
It
Because
always comes down to the matters, fecal
oh
matters. That's where I draw the line.
oh god, if you could only know what I go through in the morning. I mean, I pinged Cindy this morning and was like, "I need to have our do our record of our episode because this is the only thing that's for me." It's kinda sad,
Oh,
but I've really enjoyed doing this with you, Sin.
same.
And, it allows me to just be, like, creativity of, like, freedom, you know what I mean? And, like, speak my mind, don't hold back, and it feels like it's like your enjoyment, you know?
Yeah.
Because everything else is like work, kids, clean, cook, what are they gonna eat? Oh, and my dog, Diggy. Diggy's still with us, everybody.
Iggy also has fecal matters.
Yes, he's aging and has neuro issues,
Oh,
and he can't feel his backside, which then gets into the fecal matter portion of
oh,
it all.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but I love him. So, well, I mean, we are really excited for you to meet our partners in life.
Yeah. And with
And
that, we'll take a quick break and come back to you with them.
all right, see you later.
Okay, bye. And we're back, and we have a very special guest right now. His name is Chris Murphy, and he is Nancy's husband.
Hello, everyone.
White
AKA the
husband.
luckiest man ever.
That's right. So Chris, how's it going?
Oh, it's going well. Just getting over a little bit of a seasonal cold. Just pushing through that and, trying to be a good husband and raise these kids.
Yeah, and you have how many kids?
We have two, one that's just turned 5 and another one that's about to be 3.
Wow, okay. And tell the audience how long you've been together and how you met.
Me and Nancy have been together 8 years, going on 9. We met volunteering at a soup kitchen down in the East Village in the city, close to where she was residing at the time.
Residing. Wow, you're using big words on me, huh?
And before you met Nancy, did you ever date any Asian women?
No, Nancy was my first and my last.
You were a virgin.
I was.
Did you ever
That's how he won the
consider?
lottery,
Of
right?
course.
Yeah,
Lucky
hit
guy.
the jackpot right away.
That's
Did you
it.
ever consider dating Asian women before?
Nothing against. It just never really came into my dating situations. I've never really had that as an option. Nancy was kind of the first option I had, and obviously that stuck. So one and done.
Did you date mostly white women or any other races?
Previous relationships tend to be more international. I dated a girl from Australia. I dated a girl from New Zealand. I dated a girl from Pakistan. But
Oh, wow.
yes,
Oh.
yes,
The Pakistan girl's new to me.
yeah.
Did you ever have, prior to Nancy, any celebrity Asian crushes that you can think of?
Uh, f- with the one girl we talk about all the time, but she's mixed. Um, that you think is very pretty.
Oh, my she crush.
Yes, her she crush. I think she's very
Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn's my she crush.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She's not just a she crush, she's just a straight up crush.
She's just
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yes, and then Cindy, is it Cindy Lou? Is it Cindy Lou?
Lucy Lou.
Lucy Lou.
Lucy Liu, for sure. Yeah,
Yes,
everyone
Lucy
knows Lucy
Lou.
Liu.
I'm trying to think anybody else.
No, like, that's literally it. That's
Yeah, I know. There's not a
that's how
lot
we're
of
represents
Yeah,
her.
yeah. I mean, that was like, wow, yeah,
what?
Well, I'm amazed that you can name some people or half name them.
right. And I have to
Right.
say, both those women still look beautiful as they age gracefully,
And they really haven't aged that much.
and they haven't really aged that much. They still look the same as they did 20 years ago.
Yes, that's true. So that is one, I guess we could call it stereotype of Asian women. Have
Right.
you ever come across other stereotypes of Asian women or dating Asian women?
Um, no, not really. I didn't really have any like experience before Nancy, so I mean,
But I mean, among your group of friends, did you guys ever talk about like Asian women? Anything about the how Asian women are tight or um other things? Like, you guys are in your 20s or I mean, I met you in your late 30s.
Right.
30s,
Yeah,
like,
you
you're
tell me like
about
horny
yeah,
stuff.
horny men in New York City, Atlanta, Georgia. Like, you ever talk about, like, Asian women and these fantasies or anything like that? Or were you guys more, like, off the truck bumpkins and
No,
you
I
thought we
mean,
all lived in
from like
China?
knowledge was just like that Asian women would like take care of you. That was like the thing. Like they really cared about their man and they wanted to do whatever they can to like please them and
Oh, yeah, please.
Oh.
Submissive?
submissive.
Oh,
Submissive, yeah.
there we go, the word submissive. Now, is your wife submissive?
Not at all.
There we go.
Not at all.
Let me tell you a quick story about when I had a boyfriend, when I was very young, and
Uh-huh.
he was at work. Um, he was like 20 or something, and a woman that he worked with found out that I was Asian, and she asked him if I was cut the other way.
Cut the other way.
Like if this is a vagina, she
Okay.
thought Asian people were cut.
Oh
Like
my God.
Vagina was
horizontal?
split this way.
So, like, instead of, like, let's call it a vertical
Right.
Call it
versus a
vertical.
horizontal?
A horizontal slit. That's something that like went around. She was Hispanic. Just saying.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the first we're hearing something like that.
Yeah.
That's
That's intense.
Quick
that's
story.
I mean, I've heard about ping pongs and stuff, but, like, balls, but, like, the d like, alteration of the shape itself, like,
I'm
on the
sorry, ping pong balls?
like Thai ladies.
Oh, Thai ladies can pop out ping pongs.
Oh, yeah, like the
Isn't
strippers?
that in a movie or something?
Wasn't it is it The Hangover?
Probably, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a real thing. Like, they're very
They were
talented
in
with their
I believe.
vaginas. Yeah, like maybe the 3rd or something.
Yeah, one of them. They were in
But,
Thailand.
I creeped into one of these shows and, like, literally, like, the things they can do with a vagina.
Yes. Tell us about it, Nancy.
They literally, like, it's like, when they pull things out of their mouth, like fire not they, like Asian women, but just and people in general, they do tricks like magicians.
Mhm.
Like, you, like, don't think that people could be able to control things to go in to then push it out, but it's a muscle. So I guess, like, you keep
You
practicing enough,
can
it's gonna work.
push out a baby, I guess.
I mean, yeah, that's a whole
Yeah.
other
But I didn't
but
think
yeah,
of it as like, are they pulling out scars like a magician? Is it like a clown car?
I bet you could. I mean, it's quite large in there. I mean, you'll hold a 10-pound baby with a placenta and some fluid. I mean,
I mean, the
it could
vagina
really
is nature's pocket.
Or like
it is pocket.
stuffing yourself with marshmallows
Marshmallow.
in your mouth. Remember, I used to
Oh, yeah, like
I'd see how many marshmallows you can get in your mouth one time
yeah,
without
but,
spitting them out.
Asian women are very creative with all their body parts. Uh,
Wow.
but, you asked Chris about the Asian thing, about, like, if he ever dated Asian, but what was the first question I asked you when we started dating?
Do I have yellow fever?
Yes.
Yes.
Always date one. First question. I'm not bullshitting you, man.
And had you
Like,
heard of yellow fever?
That was kind of like the first time when you guys were talking about it that I've actually like heard it from you too. But not from previous conversations. Will anybody know?
yeah.
And what do you think about guys who have
I also never referred to like Asian being a yellow thing anyway to begin with, but
That's right.
once you get
That's
Well,
the correct answer.
right. So for me, that was like a foreign concept as well. But then after like hearing you guys having the conversation, I kind of understood better where you were coming from. So then I was like, oh, okay, I can see why you say that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
we didn't
tell
make
me
it up.
about.
We didn't start this
No, you
fight.
didn't make it up. No, no, no. But you told me that you dated somebody that used to have like pinups.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it's in one of our episodes, but, like, I went to his house or
Mhm.
room, let's not say a house because he lived with his parents, but his room,
Red flags.
and instead of guys have pinups, like, I still find that kind of raunchy, to be honest,
Right.
but when I would go there, it was, like, biker chicks that were Asian. I just felt like, "Oh my god, how do I get out of here? How do I get out of here?"
How do I count the ways that that is red flags?
Yes,
Yeah.
so many red flags, ladies. If you are listening and you're Asian and you wanna try to get out and figure out how to decipher these crazies, just listen to a couple of our dating episodes.
That's
If
right.
there's probably more now, to be honest, like, maybe check their OnlyFans account or something like that, you know, other ways to decipher this, but for me, it was if you've dated tons of Asian girls or only dated Asian girls, and, what kind of pinup girls do you select to choose up put on your wall?
You know, now that you talk about it, I did have like a couple friends of mine that were kind of into like the auto car scene when I was growing up, and they had like they were into like the souped up uh Nissans and Hondas and everything like that. And I remember seeing a few of them like in the garage had there was like an Asian girl model in like a bikini and them either like sitting on the front end of the car or on the side like showcasing the car a little bit. Um but I guess yeah, at the time I was just thought like, oh, he really likes Hondas or let's he likes his Nissans, I guess. But I was like, what is going on?
He's like, there's an Asian girl and I just kind of look around her.
He's like the Honda.
Right. And I'm like, wait, why is there like three of them next to each other, like three different posters? And I just thinking like, oh, he really likes his cars. And it never really came to me that it was about the women. But now that I think about it, I should reach out to him and be like, hey, so was it about the cars or the women that were sitting on the cars?
Yeah.
And see like what he would say.
Oh, now I wanna know what friend it is.
Yeah, Josh.
Oh, mhm, mhm.
So, what do you think about guys who have yellow fever, who have only dated Asian women and have a thing for them?
I guess, you know, if it works for them or if that's what they feel they're most comfortable with or that's what they identify relationship wise, if that's something that, you know, makes them happy, then I'm all about it. I'm also all about experiencing different cultures and things, but if you just stick to something and it works for you or um, you know, all for it.
I think he brought up, what's it called? Traditions or, like, learning about other things, like, I
Mhm.
just wonder, you now are I mean, we have 2 kids together, so
Right.
you're staying around.
Right.
Mm. Well, let's
Um,
hope.
well, even if he doesn't wanna stay with me, he's got kids, so he's gonna see me forever.
Yes, I am.
Anywho, what about our traditions? Are there anything, like, of our Chinese traditions or holidays that you find, like, really enjoyable now that you're part of this culture?
Probably my favorite's Chinese New Year.
Why?
I just like getting together with everyone in your family and then, you know, seeing the kids and the red envelopes and
But what's in those red envelopes?
it's always money.
Money,
Hey,
money, money.
money.
Cash is king, baby.
Gang,
You
baby.
know, it's almost like, you know, I remember the first time like seeing these transactions with these red envelopes and I'm thinking like this is a scene out of like The Godfather or Goodfellas where like the mob members are passing over like the white envelopes full of like the bookie's money.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what I mean? They're just like stacks of these envelopes being passed around. I'm seeing like Nancy's whole family and all these like red envelopes like switch around. I remember the first time I'm thinking like, what is going on here? And then really had to like do my research on like what the red envelope was. And then I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. But everything's like cash. And then you learn about like the multipliers, like certain numbers are superstitious, so you can't like give
Mhm.
this much money and this, you know, so I really enjoy Chinese New Year, bringing all our families together is probably my favorite.
It's so
So
it's oh, sorry, go ahead.
oh, sorry. When you first started dating, was it a culture shock hanging out with Nancy's family? Because I know men that I dated tend not to have the same thing we have, which is like close knit kind of family that's living all in the same area and like gets together and
Knows
are
everyone's
kind of
business.
insane.
Oh, I mean, even after all these years we've been together, I'm still trying to get used to like, you know, my in-laws knowing everything about me and like what we got going on internally with my family and like definitely Nancy's so much closer with her parents. I mean, they FaceTime multiple times a day with the kids or just with Nancy or Angela talks to them.
Angela's
Um,
her sister.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, just seeing that closeness. Yeah, my parents were like, it was different for us because everyone was just like work, I was kind of like left to tend to myself at a very young age because my mom was working, my dad was on the road, so it was just kind of me for quite some time till my sister came along. So I was very like independent, didn't really like have that kind of relationship. I would almost be like checking in every few days with my parents to let them know I'm still alive or like, that was it. Like versus Nancy's like, it wouldn't be a normal day if she didn't like talk to her mom first thing in the morning, talk to her again in the afternoon, then talk to her with the kids after they came home from school. And then, yeah, knowing everyone's business and then nobody, hiding how they feel about anybody and just keeping it like straightforward.
Yeah,
You
we're
know,
very, how would you describe that? Like, transparent
very transparent.
and honest.
Yeah.
No hold
Yes.
back.
Yes. And I always know like when I've gained a little too much weight around the holidays or whatever, her mom
Oh,
will say
yeah.
like,
Oh,
"Oh,
transparency, yeah, that
Chris
kind of
looking
thing.
extra. Chris, you looking real healthy." And I'm like, oh, whenever she says I'm looking real healthy, it means I've gained too much weight, So it's just like I still adapt to those things. Like now it's not as shocking, but I remember like the first couple interactions, I was like, "Oh, I got to be careful what you say around these people because like it'll spread like wildfire." Like
And they will remember.
they'll remember, and then everybody on the floor of the apartment complex knows, and everybody in the building, the lady at the front door, like in Philadelphia where Nancy's parents are. I mean, everybody knows everybody's business.
We'll explain the like who lives there.
Well, you have your mom and dad, some of your dad's siblings, right, in the building.
Yep.
Your mom used to work part-time downstairs, so she knows
At the
everybody.
front desk.
Your Aunt Julie is like,
What do you call my Aunt Julie?
I mean, she's like the mob boss of the building, and she's like the town mayor because everyone like has to go through her to get a transaction done. Not just in the building, I think like even the streets outside when she walks, people are just like, tipping their hat off to her, like watching like the queen go by. Because I'm like, what has she done or scared? She must have scared so many people like into like fear that they just like,
I love
oh,
it.
there she comes, and like they just disperse or like
They acknowledge
acknowledge
they
her.
give her the
Right.
respect.
Right.
And then recently in the last couple years, my aunt from Montana has moved from
Yep.
Montana,
Mhm.
Billings, Montana, to the condo.
Right.
And the most recent addition of my family in that same condo in Philadelphia is my cousin Tina. She now lives there too with her husband. So finally, someone who is not of geriatric age, and someone can help with the smartphone situations. Because since everything's moving to apps, my mother is very lost on a lot of her banking systems and things like that. So luckily, there is somebody that is a little bit more in tune to things, to help, which has been
Oh,
very helpful.
that's great.
Yeah. And then they have me to help if I come.
Yeah, for like other
Yeah,
tactical
like
things.
changing outlet covers and things like that, or reorganizing all the wires that are going to the, what do you call it? The power strips.
Yeah, like, my parents, whenever we come to visit them, yes, they wanna see the kids, that's more my dad, but my mom is more like she has a to-do list for us.
Oh, yeah. My mom has
Yeah.
a list for us.
Yeah.
She's
Always.
like, "These are your tasks. These are Adam's tasks.
Yes.
Yes.
These
Like,
are car things, and these are
yes,
house things, and these
yes,
are
yes.
bill things, and
Yeah,
these are
so
just scams that I don't understand."
yeah, should I answer this when they say we have a UPS package coming?
Yeah.
I'm like, "No," and then my mom will call me like, "Oh, did you order me something?" I'm like, "No, mom, it's a scam." "Oh, that's what I thought." You know?
God, it's
She's
gonna
just
be
like, Chris, sit down for a second. And then, oh, can you, or she'll pass me her phone.
Yeah.
What does this mean? I'm like, I got you. I can do service technician stuff with the phone. I do electrical work, whatever she needs.
Oh, well, last time they came, what did they all need? They all needed new belts. Like their belt my dad's losing lots of weight.
Yes, yes, yes.
And so rather than buy new belts, of course, all you do is just make a new notch. But they don't have any equipment in the condo. So Chris, you have something you can, you know, make extra holes for us? And Chris is like, I got it. What did you use?
I use the drill and the drill bit.
And a drill bit. There we go.
There you go.
They thought he was like so like
Oh.
we work so hard to like go to these good schools and have good jobs to make our parents proud. My parents were so proud of Chris that moment when they're like, yes, he fixed the
Well, first it
problem.
started with your mom asking to do the holes for your dad's belt, and then your cousin Tina was like, "Oh, if that's the kind of work he does, and then she took off her Gucci belt and was like, "Here, can you add another hole for my belt loop too?" Because she had just had like a surgery done
Yeah.
because she had lost some weight. So I guess she and I was just in your dad's belt. I was like, you could easily just get a new one, and it had some miles on it. I'm like, might be time to like really just turn this in and get a new one. Like, there's a
That
chance.
belt is probably older than me.
That's what I was just gonna say. Like that belt has to be older than me because I could tell like that leather has aged and aged and aged and aged. And I still think maybe it was passed down from somebody else too. But I was
Do you
like, you know
have
what?
this level of frugality in your family?
No, I mean, I kind of wish we did a little bit more. My family tends to be more like keeping like up with the tech and the news. So they're really bad at like every couple years, like new TV, new phone, new computer. They don't really have any other than like heirlooms that are passed down. Everything's kind of rotated.
What do your parents or your family think of Nancy and about you marrying a Chinese woman?
They never really said anything specific about marrying an Asian woman. They just wanted me to find a woman that had good values and just beliefs like I did and was kind of centered and who I thought would make a good partner and also, somebody I would have kids with that I wouldn't end up regretting that decision with because it's very hard to like, it's easier to be in a relationship with somebody. It's harder to be in a relationship with somebody and have kids. That's when you really have to like take it seriously. So I think um once I knew that was kind of where I was going with things, my mom was always very accepting, right?
Oh, yeah. Really nice.
I mean, you guys were exchanging text messages and phone calls very early on into the relationship.
Mhm.
More like make sure my son stays on the straight and narrow and keep him out of trouble, and don't let him get too high-headed. And Nancy was like the one to keep me grounded. So I think that's kind of where the relationship started, right?
Well, I think your parents were more like, "We see a big change in Chris."
Right.
And I think it has a lot to do with you, so they actually
Oh,
said
were
thank
you
you.
more wild?
Me? Or
Oh, yeah, I definitely think I got wild later on in life. I didn't really wasn't really wild till like college or after college. I had my moments of like fun and then it was just I was always kind of in long relationships. So I think there's a moment of time where I just gave myself a break from being in relationships and just kind of enjoyed the single life, but maybe like enjoyed it a little too much.
no boundaries.
No boundaries. And then I realized I'm a person who needs kind of those boundaries and I work better um within those guidelines. So that was a short-lived moment. But yeah, there was times where I was just like, whew, I probably should settle down and get into a relationship rather than just be single. And then I always said like single was just expensive and it was a headache for me.
Well, there's his Chinese in him,
There's
the
what?
money. He's like, "Being single is too expensive. Like, I need to be in a
It was
relationship."
expensive and it's just like it was just a lot just being like having to be like the social all the time. And I was just more of a homebody, so I was just wanted to not necessarily be out and about so much, but everyone was like, "Oh, let's be seen or let's go hit the scene," and I'm like, "Oh, again and again and again." So
Well, I remember when you guys first met, and it was pretty early on when one of you said, "You want to lock it down?
Yep,
right.
Lock
Yeah.
it
yep.
down. Let's lock it down." And that's when you really met someone special.
I think it was like 10 days, less than 2 weeks.
It's great.
I was just like, I'm a straightforward person.
So, um, let's talk about pros and cons. Pros and cons of dating an Asian woman. We have Chinese New Year. That's a pro.
A pro.
Frugality.
Pro.
Uh, that's a that's a pro. That's a stereotype I think we can say is true.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
true.
about multitasking.
Multitasking. Okay. That is yeah.
Efficiency.
Efficiency.
That's what I teach Chris every day. We s
Yes, exactly. Not a single minute wasted for sure.
Yes.
That's important.
Yeah.
Any cons?
Yeah, what don't worry, I won't be mad, I promise.
Not that it's cons, but I think the just sharing everything with your family members, I think for me is still like something I'm having a hard time like adapting to, you know? It's just like some things I've always kept personal or like me and my family didn't necessarily talk about. It was just like either swept under the rug or just like, yeah, we just kept it moving. And then we didn't really have like the let go of everything like you do with like your family.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it's necessarily negative. It's just something that like it's probably the most challenging for me to even adapt to, even after like 8 years of being together, is just like being able to open up and share everything and anything about myself. I struggle with that with the therapist, nonetheless, like my partner and like her family, you know?
Guess what? You have a whole new family of therapists.
That's it, right? And everybody can fix me and everyone's got something, some kind of
Everyone has an
remedy.
opinion.
Yes, everyone has an opinion. I just kind of learned to have listened and just kind of like take it in and acknowledge and then make of it what I wish, you know, what I get from it, but um and not be disrespectful. I'm always here to listen and take people's like words of wisdom, even though later on I'll tell Nancy, be like, yeah, I don't think that's, you know, how it is, but you know,
In front of them.
in front of them, yes.
He's learning. He's easy. What's a quick learner?
Right.
Okay. I'm curious what you thought when you learned that Nancy had a podcast called Two Creations.
Oh, I was a huge fan at first. I thought it was a great idea when she told me who she was doing it with and then what the kind of the concept was. I was like, this is right up your alley. And I just think it's good for her. She wants to express like some of her background and like the Asian culture and just like indulge into the things that are, you know, some of them are of importance from your background, but also like some of it's also funny. And you get to be relatable to other people, especially bringing me in, you know, and just sharing like what it's like to be, you know, a Caucasian male married to an Asian woman, and just like what difficulties I had in the transition of our relationship and what I see from your family coming from mine and the differences and everything. I just think it's something that you like speaking about, and I'm glad that you have an outlet for you guys to do that.
Oh, that's so sweet.
He's a really big advocate. Like the other day, I went to the vet or the physical therapist that our dog Biggie goes to biweekly because we're those people that take our dog to physical therapy every other week.
Yes.
Um, Chris was there the session before, and I saw the receptionist Jocelyn, and she's like, "I heard you have a podcast,"
Right.
and she's like, Chris loves you so much. He is gushing about it, and he's so proud of you, and I was like, "I know, he is proud of me in the podcast because he was thrilled when we kicked this off again with the hoarding episode.
But I'm a huge fan. I love to spread the word. I'm always like, you can find it on all the major things,
He's
the Spotify's, the Apples, the
That's what
Amazon.
Adam says too. We like meet Asian people and be like, tell them about your podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What? You have a podcast?
literally
yeah,
the thing he
yeah,
was.
I do.
Well, with
I
that, I think that's a great place to end. Thank you so much, Chris, for being with us.
no, thank you for having me.
Um,
Yeah, thank you for coming on board and
I
being
loved
part of
it.
this.
I loved it. So now I'm officially going to be in an episode.
Yeah,
Yay, you are official. If it wasn't the marriage
or the kids.
or the
Right.
kids.
And now Adam's up next.
Well, yeah, next up is Adam. So take a quick break and be back with him.
Welcome back, everyone. And we have a special guest today, Cindy's partner, Adam.
Hello. What an honor it is to be part of Two Creations. I'm very excited for this morning's talk.
Well, Adam, I'm so excited to have you and talk to you and ask you all these burning questions that I don't think I really had time or chance to ask you that time we met in the city over dinner. But we did eat yummy food.
You sure did. And it's wonderful to see you again, Nancy.
Mm. Oh, thanks.
Look,
Wonderful.
you're looking great.
You've trained him quite well, Cindy. So I would love to maybe tell our audience how you and Cindy met.
Sure. So Cindy and I used to work at the same company, and my former boss, my friend, Cindy's boss, invited me to the holiday party because I used to work there. And lo and behold, I'm at the bar at this holiday party, and this beautiful woman walks up to me and starts chatting me up, and the rest is history.
Oh, wow. Really? So did you like I'd love to like unpack that a little.
Sure.
Were you guys just like friendly or was it like chemistry right away? Like how
I think it was chemistry right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and yeah, and then you guys went on a date?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We actually went on our first date was my birthday party.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it just went
You just
right
walked into the lion's
right down. Oh, yeah, right into the den.
And it was
Good.
it was a karaoke birthday party, so, the pressure was on.
A lot of tests.
Oh, yeah. Yes. So the big elephant in the room. Have you ever dated an Asian woman before, Cindy?
I have not. I have not. No.
Found me a virgin.
Yes. And
Virgin.
Sherry.
Wow! Don't you feel like, Sin, when you get the ones that never dated an Asian girl before or woman, that you like you're that amazing that you opened up their world to this?
Yeah. He found like a newborn babe
Huh.
and like took his innocence.
Yeah, I know. And now you get to introduce them to all the loveliness of being a Asian American. Okay, so you say you haven't dated an Asian woman before. Have you dated anything outside of your own race?
Yes. Yes.
You have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you say it's like a 80-20, 50-50?
I'd say maybe 50-50, maybe.
Okay. And you've always been in Northern California or?
No, so I grew up in Florida, uh, where there were uh not many Asians where I grew up. It was very um
What?
it was what?
What?
It was very white. White? Yeah, exactly. Florida, is its own country really. And when I moved to New York, after college, where I had like an Asian friend group where we would go out, go to like clubs and raves and stuff. They were all really into that. So that was like my first kind of real introduction into Asian culture.
Wow. And through all of that in New York, you've never dated an Asian girl.
No.
So dating Cindy before dating Cindy, since
Mhm.
you're experiencing it, were there any sort of stereotypes that you remember chatting with your buddies or whatnot about dating Asian women?
Uh, yeah, some of my friends have, and yeah,
You
they
can
were
get raunchy. It's okay.
okay. All right. Yeah, they were saying about how, Asian women are great in bed, and they have
Anything in particular that they're good at?
everything really. Great bodies, very sensual.
Did they talk about any sort of like young tightness?
Yeah. Yeah, they actually did.
Yeah.
I
I want to bring this up because this is a true
This is what guys talk about.
yeah, I've heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was told it. So I was just like, "Oh, this is a thing about Asian women?"
Uh,
Uh,
Apparently, it's a thing.
apparently, I mean, I'll take them. 'Em. I'll take anything that goes in our direction, right? All the good and the bad. And, besides, I guess, this sexuality of her, sensuality, other things that you found stereotypical about Asian women that now or Asians in general that you now that you're, like, in the family,
Mhm.
that you kind of see yourself or experienced yourself?
One thing that I have experienced as being like part of the family is a very like big family, which I come from a very small family. And I guess from like culture and movies and stuff, I imagine Asian families as these big families with lots of different cousins and whatnot. And Cindy definitely has a really big family, which is really cool because my family's very small. So that's been fun. Um,
So you enjoy the craziness of the family swirl and gossip.
Yeah, yeah. I enjoy all the little, the backstories and this person, that this is this and this and this and this. And because the family was so big, I'd only met them once, and I was keep trying to figure out who's who. But then
Yeah.
recently, when we went for Thanksgiving, I was like, oh, okay, so that's that person, and that's that person. I get it now.
No, I mean, flashcards or anything. You need to make sure.
Tree, like visuals.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people. And we talked to Chris about this too, about the culture shock of going from a small family to seeing a close-knit family that all live in the same area because we all immigrated to the same place.
Yeah, because they
And
got
it
us
must be a shock.
pretty whole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another story. But like the immigration of how we all kind of like set in the same place and people don't really go far. Even if you want to, you don't really.
You're stuck.
You're stuck. It's like a magnet pulling you in.
And
Um,
one more thing I might add is I had this notion that the families are also very loud, lots of commotion and lots of, you know, uh, loudness, I guess. And yeah, I think I see that when they get together. There's
They're very excited.
yeah, very excited.
Yeah.
There's a lot of loudness. There's your
Loud
Oscars go off and say loud environment,
Loud Asians nearby.
Yeah, yeah.
high pitch.
High pitch elderly.
Yeah, exactly. Um, so would you say, we asked this of Chris as well, like any sort of cons you would say of dating an Asian woman? We- Circle of truth.
Yeah.
You know, it's only our friends who listen to this, right? Like,
I mean, I'll say that there's a bit of drama sometimes, like, in the family, there's a little bit of that, a little bit of, I guess we all have it. I mean, I come from an Irish family, so like
God, sorry,
there's a lot of drama, and at least, with Cindy's family, it's not drama plus alcohol equals fighting. So, that's good.
We keep it under
sometimes what? Go ahead, son.
we keep it under wraps.
Yeah, I was just like, you know how many times I wanted to like, uh, give my mom a cookie, a sookie, to just calm her down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She had cancer. She's now past remission. But during the time, like, Mom, you should. She's complaining about her nausea. I'm like, you need to have a gummy. She's like, oh, drugs. I don't want to do drugs. I'm like, yeah, that. What is chemo?
They want yeah, once chemo, yeah, that doesn't count.
Right.
Western drugs.
R's chem drugs, yeah.
Like, you are Asian. And I would think you think the herb was like part of the ground. That's why I come in here all the time.
It's herbal.
Stinky. They love stinky medicine.
Yeah.
They like stinky medicine and stinky food. What's the problem? But is there any sort of like favorite Chinese traditions or holidays that you've now been able to appreciate being part of Cindy's family?
Yeah, so the Chinese New Year, I absolutely love. So I have always loved Asian food. So my mom was really into world food. She could make Thai, she could make Chinese, she could make
Really?
Indian. Yeah, she was really into spicy food as well. And so my twin brother, when he moved to Germany, he got really into making Chinese food. So he was obsessed. And then one year for Christmas, when I moved out here, he bought me. We went to Chinatown, went to the wok shop for Christmas. He got me like a wok, all the stuff, this Mastering the Art of Chinese Cooking cookbook and bought all the ingredients. And we even seasoned my wok with like scallion oil. And then he wanted to make a Peking duck. And so he hung like a raw duck in my kitchen for like 4 days to, treat it or whatever. So my whole house like reeked of duck. So uh the tradition that we always had as kids was we would go have Asian food Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, not the day of Christmas, like all the Jewish people that
Right.
go and
Christmas Eve. Yeah, because we used to like I was like an altar boy in my church. And so it was like our tradition after church, we would go for like Thai food or Chinese food. So uh that's always been a tradition for me. So I love Chinese food. And when we first met, we decided to do a Chinese New Year together where we made dumplings because my brother taught me how to make dumplings like from scratch. So he actually is also married to an Asian American man. And he, in order to impress his family, he made dumplings from scratch in front of all of them. And they were like, "Whoa, who's this? Who's this
Definitely
gringo that can roll dumplings?"
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I tried that same trick with Cindy's mom when she came over for Chinese New Year,
And
and she watched me roll like 5 dumplings, and she's like, "Step aside. Let me just show you how it's done."
oh my gosh, that's
So
amazing.
yeah. So it's I really love the culture and Chinese New Year. And we are hoping to host her family next year. Make dumplings in our kitchen.
Wow, I mean, that's really impressive. Like, are you taking, like, Mandarin Duolingo or something too on top of it?
Funny you should ask. No, but I kind of want to because when we were at the party, family Thanksgiving, everybody was speaking Mandarin, and I heard that there's a member of the family who doesn't, a married member who married into the family, and you know,
A white
a,
white guy.
a white guy, and there are some jokes about the
How
limited vocabulary he has. So
He always tells the same story which is that he can say poo poo and pee pee. And then he laughs. And you, ha ha ha, that's all I know.
yeah, I don't want to be him.
Okay, well, at least you have goals, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I need my husband to he has, like, Chris has, like, favorite words, like, 宵夜, like, late night snack. Because we always
Learn what you love. Yeah.
yeah, order so much food, and Chris is like, "Oh my god, like, there's only 6 of us. Like, why are we ordering so much food?"
Yeah, you can't stop my mom. You can't
Yeah.
stop.
Well, well, first of all, we're paying, and so then it's, like, leftovers, and then, like, Chris and then that's when they're like, 宵夜? It's like a little 宵夜.
Yeah, it is
A
well
little bit.
Yeah,
for later.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That is literally if you ask him his favorite word, 宵夜, like, out of all the words. Um, what's it called? I wanna kinda switch gears because you guys have done a lot of travel together.
Mhm.
I've done some with Chris, but not so much because we are anchored at home. But I'm curious, like, what your experience has been dating as an interracial couple, going abroad into other places. Have you felt like nothing at all? Like, Adam, do you see like people talk to Cindy about her being Asian American confusion kind of thing? Like, curious if you guys have any experiences or anything you recall.
I feel that having a white person with you, especially a white guy, is like a human shield that bars you from having to talk to men about your ethnicity and where you are from and what you are doing there and where is your husband and stuff like that, because I get that a lot, which we talked about in our traveling while Asian episode, when I travel with Asian women or even white women. I get a lot of questions and we've traveled together, Nancy, you and I. And I remember somebody came up to us and they were like, "You guys look like Pocahontas." And they were like, "You were like mixed or something." And we're like, "We're mixed. We're like 100% Chinese. You're Portuguese. You're the mixed of the mixed." So yeah, we get a lot of questions, but I feel like you have a white guy, you have a reverse ghetto pass.
Mm. So you haven't had to go defend her honor or anything while you were traveling, Adam?
Um, a couple times I've just, been the man,
Stepped in. Yeah.
stepped in, but one thing that's
Shove that body weight in there, the elbow,
right.
or that's a shoulder. Sorry.
But one thing that's been great actually is before we started dating, I'd never been to Asia. So I always wanted to go.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe I was a little, I don't know, intimidated because it was a very new place that I hadn't been to, and I was afraid that I had to know the language maybe. So that's been really great. And I know that when we go to Asia, I think Cindy probably maybe feels very comfortable there because she's A, been so many times, and B, blends in. Whereas I, stick out like a sore thumb, you know. So
I feel like yes and no, but because we've talked about this, like as an interracial couple, like the most common I see, at least myself, is Asian woman, white male. So I feel like when I'm around here, especially where we live, we see so much of it. But when we go abroad, I feel like people are still like a little confused sometimes. But anyway, I know it's pretty early that we're doing this, so I appreciate your time. I want to leave with one big question.
okay.
Adam, what is your opinion of Cindy's driving?
Cindy's a good driver. She is.
She has to say that.
Yeah. I mean, she's a much more cautious than me.
Mm,
I'm a rather aggressive driver. I've lived in New York City.
mhm.
I driven in Boston, which is just like the worst place to drive in the world.
Well, really great to have you, Adam. I know this is the first, but hopefully not the last. I'm sure we can find other lovely topics to bring our men back to share their wisdom. But it was great seeing you, and thanks for joining us.
Great seeing you as well. Thank you so much for having me. And this was really fun.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nancy.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to Two Crasians. That was a very interesting conversation that we had with Adam, and before that, Chris. Thanks to both of the guys.
Thank you for joining us in this craziness. But I mean, they are with us, so they must love the craziness, right?
Yeah, they're drawn to her like moths to a flame.
Yeah. I mean, both of them are extremely proud of us, which I
Yeah.
find. Not saying like other people wouldn't, but like I see the like authenticity coming from Adam and I think Chris as well.
Yeah, it's endearing.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
But this was great. I'm so happy that we finally got to introduce our significant others to our pod.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's going to be some fun and interesting content to come out of Two Creations.
Yeah, we have a lot coming up.
So with that being said,
Like, follow and subscribe, and follow us at Two Creations. Two Creations at YouTube. We are on every podcast channel you can think of.
yeah,
Spotify. Write us a review. Quick review helps people find us. We love to hear from you guys, and you can write us at twocreations@gmail.com.
yes, the number 2, if you
Mhm.
found us. But also share. Like I don't know about you, Cindy, but so many of my friends who are listeners tell me about their experience listening to us and how it triggers certain things. Happy to if you wanna share those kind of anecdotes, we love to hear it.
Yes,
Or
love to trigger.
yes, love. I mean, this is like a therapy session.
Mhm.
And 2, if there's anything you'd love us to, like, bring as
Cover.
a
Yeah.
podcast episode, let us know.
Yeah.
We're right here.
Yeah.
And now with that said, happy Thanksgiving, Cindy,
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays.
and I'll see you next time.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye bye, love.
Bye-bye la. Do you think I made Adam uncomfortable about the tight vaginas?
No.
Okay.
He likes it.